Hey everyone, Matt from soundrolling.com. I had a live Q&A earlier, but a bit of a dodgy connection, so I just thought I'd pick up one question, which is the pros and cons of the Sennheiser G3. That's what I was asked anyway. Sennheiser G3 was one of my first, along with many other people's, probably first radio mic pack. I think a pro is the mini jack connection. I think that's also really useful for then easily adapting it as flipping them around, so it can be kind of a transmitter to a receiver pack, like receiving to use as an IFB type IEM type scenario, or to just feed a camera from your mixer, for instance. So that having that connection be really common is obviously really useful. With the battery life, it's really useful because obviously 2 batteries last a really long time, which is really cool. And obviously the price, I guess, if I have to kind of round it up to 3. So probably the pros, yeah, price, connection type, battery life. Probably the downsides, even though it's got two batteries for that amazing battery life, it makes it a bit big. So it can be a bit clunky and a bit hard to hide under clothing, depending on what people are wearing. So that's kind of a downside, but that kind of comes against the battery life scenario, so you've got to kind of pick and choose. Downside as well is range slightly, and that fixed antenna, that makes it tricky for actually transporting, because that tends to get bent, and after a while it just becomes a bit useless. A lot of people are modding them now, so I'll try and hook you up with some resources for that as well. And probably the third is the limiters. So when you actually go over the limit on the radio mic, on the wireless pack, it doesn't sound great, basically. It's not a very good limiter. So that would be a summation of kind of what's good and bad about the G3. You let me know in the comments below, and subscribe and press that little bell, and you'll get a notification the next time I'm live. But until next time, like and subscribe.